Alright, so today we're going to be checking out this Mezco Deadpool. But this is not just any regular Mezco Deadpool. This one here is the Mezco Exclusive. Now, in order to get this, you had to pay extra. And you had to pay extra in shipping, because if you would have went with somebody else, it'd either be like $5 shipping or something like that. But no, with Mezco, it's like 10 or 15 bucks in shipping. You have to pay in advance, and then you have no idea when you're getting it. They already have some of your money, if not all of it, and then you're at their mercy to whenever you get it. So if you would have got the regular version, you probably already have one, because you would have got it about 2 months ago. If you were waiting for the Mezco Exclusive to get that head pool, then it takes 2 months longer to get it, which I don't understand. Now, if you're going to do a Mezco Exclusive, give me something like really cool. Like say this is your second Deadpool, right? And basically you've given us the same two heads that are basically the same exact head twice. You would think with the exclusive, you would do like a fully unmasked head or a partial unmasked head, and give us a really cool accessory like, I don't know, a chimichanga, for he could be eating it. But no, why do that? Why spoil the fans? Let's just give them a head pool, which Marvel Select already made a really nice one. And that's not it. Not only will we give you a head pool, we'll give you no way to display it. So you get the head pool. So basically you had to pay 20, 25 bucks extra, considering the $5 for that, plus the extra in shipping, plus the 2 months wait. So you get the head pool, you finally get it, and now you got no way to display it. Now you got to go buy a stand or something, figure something out. But the toy does look good, and we're going to check it out. Okay, so first off, you see he's standing just a little bit above 6 inches, and despite that rant, this is an amazing action figure. They really killed it on this. Like, the costume on this it's nuts. Like, it fits really good. I was a little upset when I first saw this thing, and I was like, oh, it doesn't have the silver buckles on it. I don't really miss them anymore. Like, this thing actually looks pretty good. At least mine is. I know how they're a little inconsistent on these costumes, how some fit really tight and some fit baggy. This one, it might be one of the better Mezcos that I own. As far as accessories, he does come with this head pull. We'll take a closer look at him. Same grenades that you got before, painted a different color. Same little rocket launcher deals, whatever those are, also painted a different color. Same guns you've gotten in the past, but these are cooler because they have silver on them, black, and they have a little Deadpool symbol. Same swords you got before, which is, I mean, they're good. You got them before, which I would expect to get the same one again. This time you get two. Glad for that. The same gun you got before. So really nothing new here. Just a bunch of stuff that you already got before. Same head you got before, which these two heads, we'll take a closer look at them. You can't really even tell the difference between the two. So they could have got a little bit more creative on that. Stack of hands, they really spoil you on the hands. They basically give you a hand to do every single thing that he comes with. So you have every option of hands. I really like how they do that. They're the same hands you got before, which is something I would expect. And of course, the best stand in the business, and it would be nice if they had a little thing that could clip onto this thing to hold that head pull, or have a plug or a hole or something. That doesn't happen. I'm probably not going to stop bitching about that. No need to go over articulation on this, because the articulation is basically the same exact as the other one that you probably already own. And if you don't own that, it's Mezco. All the articulation is basically the same. The only thing that limits it is the costume. This costume actually fits really tight, and you can still get some pretty good movement out of it, because I was a little worried because of how tight it fits. Like, it kind of bunches up in the elbow here, which I don't mind at all, just because it fits so tight. Like, this is probably the best costume Mezco that I own. Like, just hopefully if you get one, your costume fits this good. I know, like, because I got a Superman, my costume is really loose, and all you guys said that your costume fit really tight. So hopefully yours is as good as mine. The Frankenstein stitch on the back, which is something that usually bothers me on this one they actually did a really good job on. So maybe I don't know, maybe that extra weight was worth it. Hopefully your guys' if you got the early one, turned out as nice as this one, because as far as this costume goes, it's Mezco perfection. Tons of detail, like he's supposed to have, I'll use this, he's supposed to have like these little silver clips on his costume right here, or buckles, whatever. This one doesn't. I was kind of let down by that. I was kind of hoping that he would have that. It doesn't. After getting this thing in my hands, it doesn't bother me at all. As far as the two different heads go, they're the same two different heads that you probably already have. You can see one of them, the eyes are wide open. One of them, they're kind of squinted. You can't even tell the difference. Like if I put one or the other on and you didn't know about this one, you would just be like, oh, they're the same head. So that kind of sucks considering it's Deadpool and you got a lot of really cool head options that they could have given us, but they didn't. So that's kind of a letdown, but it doesn't take from this action figure at all because he's actually really good. On the shoulders, it looks like that thing wouldn't move at all considering how tight that costume is, but you still get full range of movement. As far as the accessories go, you got the gun, really nice. It's the same gun you got before. You can open it, you probably already know this, and put a little one of these little grenades in there, which we'll go ahead and do that. I'm not going to use. There's a little grenade. So you can put that in there, and then it also just slides right out the tip. So I guess that's cool. You kind of just put it in this way. There's really no point to even put it in there, I guess. But it is a cool option. Same gun you got before. You've seen it before. Same pistols you've got before. Really nice, though. You can pull this out. You got a bullet inside. No extra clips or anything. I really don't feel as if you need extra clips. I know sometimes they pack them. The slide on this doesn't move. I know some of them do. This one is just all one piece. Does have a hole in the barrel. And I really liked when they did that little, like, the shooting bullet thing. Like, that was like a really cool accessory. I wish that would come in every Mezco toy with a gun, because to have that, I mean, to have this guy double fisted up on these pistols with like a dual blast effect coming out would have been a really nice display thing. Like, I definitely would have did that. They took that option away from me, so I'm not going to be able to do it. And then also on this rifle, it does have this clip. Mine's painted a little sloppy on that, but not really a big deal. That thing goes right in there. It's definitely a really cool gun, but it's a gun that I already have. The swords, once again, they killed it, but it's a sword you already have, which is not a big deal. I mean, he should come with this sword. I'm totally cool with it. And then the grenade, same grenade you got before, but now it's painted red. On this head pull, I went ahead and used one of these little stands that I use on all my stuff. I put it right here for a comparison. I'll even pull out the Marvel Select one for a comparison. You know what? Let's just go get that. Okay, so everybody in the comments is going to ask, hey, does that unmasked head fit on that Mezco? Yes, it does, but the ball is a different size, and it just sets right on. Well, if you get it on there, hold on. Like when you look through the camera, okay, there it is. It does fit on there, but it doesn't click on there. But if you want to display it like that, that is an option. So here he is, next to the blue Deadpool, next to the lady Deadpool. Let me kind of get them right next to each other for you can kind of see the scale. You see that he's pretty much exactly the same size as the Marvel Legends one, and the Marvel Select Lady Deadpool is slightly a little bit taller, but it works, or you can make it work, because that's your only option for Lady Pool. So kind of is what it is. Like I display her with the Marvel Legends. Just gotta love that Lady Pool. Here's the head pool over here. Let's take a closer look at those. Here's this Marvel Select head pool, and I gotta kind of put my hand behind him for this camera to focus. Otherwise, he just looks really blurry. This thing I like because he has an articulated jaw. I'm going to attempt to hold both of these up at the same time. And yes, you got to look at my ugly, grubby hand to do that. So here they are, side by side. They're basically the same exact side. This one has the Mezco one has a chin strap, which I really like, but it has zero articulation. The Select one, they went ahead and went all out with an articulated jaw, so you can shove a taco in his mouth. The Mezco one doesn't come with a taco or a chimichanga, which is a really weird. Like, you're making 3 Deadpools, and you can't give us like a cool food accessory Apparently not. The little spinny deal on top of his head doesn't spin. It would be cool if it did. It would be also cool if it unplugged. That thing, it seems like if you breathe on it too hard, it will break, and then you're reaching for the Gorilla Glue. The eyeball on the Mezco One, I mean, just stop and look at that for a second. It actually looks like a glass eye. Like, it looks amazing. Really well done on that. The Select One just has two big white eyes. If I could pick one or the other, I would go with the Select One, clearly because of the articulated jaw, and it has a cool way to display it. Even though the Mezco One does look better, but I wanted to give you a good side-by-side comparison. Let me put my grubby hand back up there, because basically, if you're watching this video, you're basically watching it just for the head pull review. So let's kind of focus on the head pull, because I'm sure you've already seen a Mezco DEADPOOL, because that thing came out 2 months ago, which I've said a couple times in this video already. But here's the head pull. He is amazing, but so is the Select One. Now for my favorite part of the video, and hopefully it's one of yours too, the part where I show off the Mezco collection. And I do this for a couple reasons. For one, to show you guys that I'm actually a legitimate Mezco collector, and I'm not just some guy trying to make a living off of YouTube, which is not a bad thing. I would actually love to make a living off of YouTube. But one of the things I was bitching about, this is basically the whole reason why I was bitching in the whole video, is because you got this Daredevil figure, and you got this little thing that clips onto the thing that holds the thing. And if you would have did something like that for that head pull, I wouldn't have said anything bad in the whole video, because that is like an amazing touch. That, to me, is you guys going the extra mile to do something really cool, and I'm not sure why you didn't do something like that for the head pull. I wish that you did. You didn't. And on this shelf, I kind of added in a few extra little characters, kind of to liven up the shelf, like the Hydra shoulders, like these figure arts blast effects, or the bootlegs. I'm not real sure which ones I got, but they definitely make the shelf look a little bit better, especially on that Shazam. When I get that Black Adam, maybe I'll put like the yellow one on that. Make for something really cool. Got the Joker down here. Love this little 2-pack deal. Went ahead and put out the Batmobile from Mattel out there, and that thing is like Mezco quality, if not a step above Mezco quality. One of the best toys that I own. Then down here you have the Nightcrawler. Doesn't really match the quality of the shelf, but it's cool to have like a good big vehicle mixed in with a bunch of action figures. Plus I really didn't know where else to put it. And then you get down here to this Deadpool, and I have to say, I did a lot of bitching in the video, which is kind of something I do pretty much in all of my videos, but if you are a Deadpool fan, this is a must. This is by far the best Deadpool that I have in my collection, and you really need to pick him up just for that if you're a Deadpool fan. If you're a Mezco fan, then you also need to pick him up, because he's either the best or one of the best Mezco figures ever made. At least mine is. They did a really good job on him. He's pretty much a perfect action figure. I don't have any complaints other than the head pull not coming with the stand. Like, everything on this thing is cool. Well, I guess he could have came with an unmasked head. Not sure if I would have displayed it on this, but the unmasked head would make it on one of these, because eventually we're going to have 3, because we're also getting a gray one. There's the collection. That's the review. It's a good toy. Definitely pick this up. Don't know if you need to get this, if you have the Marvel Select. But either way, there it is. Thanks for watching.